Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing very good. Today we will do revision of chapter number 6, My Childhood, of our English book Beehive. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam became our 11th president in 2002. In his autobiography, Wings of Fire, he speaks of his childhood. So this chapter is only the part of his autobiography which deals with his childhood. This chapter talks about the early days of Dr. Kalam. This chapter also gives us an insight that how the childhood of Dr. Abdul Kalam prepared him to become a successful scientist and then president in the future. In this chapter, Dr. Kalam mentions everything that had an impact on his life. Dr. Kalam tells us about his parents and siblings. He also mentions the important role of his friends in his life. He also mentions the role of his teachers in his life. In fact, he explained everything that had an impact on his life. All those things that shaped him into a successful man. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was born into a middle-class Tamil Muslim family in the island town of Rameswaram. He had 3 brothers and a sister. His father, Janulabdin, and his mother, Ashiyamma, both were of good nature. They all lived together in their ancestral house, which was a large Pakka house on the Mosque Street of Rameswaram. The father of Abdul Kalam lived a very simple life, but he made all the necessities available to his children. Furthermore, his parents didn't have any education and they were also not very rich. But they had great inborn quality of wisdom and generosity. Dr. Abdul Kalam also gained these qualities from his parents. Dr. Abdul Kalam reminded that when he was 8 years old, Second World War broke out in 1939, and that time there was a sudden demand of tamarind seeds in the market. So he used to collect all the seeds and sold them to the provision shop, for which he got 1 anna. The first casualty of World War came in the form of suspension of the train halt at Rameswaram station. The newspapers were bundled and thrown out from the moving train on the Rameswaram road. Abdul Kalam joined his cousin Samsuddin, who distributed newspaper in Rameswaram, and in this way he earned his first wage and felt the surge of pride in earning his own money. Abdul Kalam inherited honesty and self-discipline from his father, and from his mother he inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness. Abdul Kalam had 3 close friends, Ramanand Shastri, Aravindan and Siva Prakasan, and all these boys were from orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. They never felt any difference amongst themselves because of their religious differences and upbringing. Ramanand Shastri took over the priesthood of the Rameswaram temple from his father. Aravindan went into the business of arranging transport for visiting pilgrims, and Siva Prakasan became a catering contractor for the Southern Railways. Kalam's family was secular in nature. His family gave an equal amount of respect to all the religions. During the annual Sri Sita Ram Kalyanam ceremony, his family used to arrange boats with a special platform for carrying idols of Lord from the temple to the marriage site. Moreover, Kalam heard stories of the Prophet and Ramayana from his grandmother and mother. All of this clearly shows the secularism present in his family. Kalam recalls that in 5th standard, a new teacher came to his class. Kalam was wearing a cap, and this cap gave him a distinct Muslim identity. Moreover, Kalam was also sitting near to his friend Ramanand, who was a Hindu priest's son. This was something that the new teacher was not able to tolerate. Consequently, Kalam was required to sit on the back bench. After this incident, both the friends felt very sad and told this to their parents. After this incident, Lakshman Shastri, who was the father of his friend, called the teacher, and in their presence he told the teacher that he should not spread the poison of social inequality and communal intolerance in the mind of innocent children. He asked the teacher either to apologize or to quit the school. This behavior of Lakshman Shastri conveyed a strong belief of equality among his children. On one occasion, Sivasubramanya Iyer, the science teacher of Abdul Kalam, asked him to come to his home for dinner. However, the wife of this science teacher did not agree to serve Kalam due to her belief in religious segregation. She was an orthodox Brahmin lady. Consequently, the science teacher made a decision to serve food to Kalam. Then the teacher himself sat beside Kalam to eat a meal. The wife of the science teacher was observing all this behind the door. She was not liking it at all. Then the science teacher gave the second invitation to Kalam for a meal next weekend again. When the teacher saw Kalam's hesitation, he told him not to get upset and said that if he had decided to change the system, then he had to face the problems also. Next time, when Kalam visited the house, Sivasubramanya Iyer's wife took him inside her kitchen and served him food with her own hands. After Second World War, when Gandhiji declared that Indians will build their own India, that time Abdul Kalam requested his father for permission to leave Rameswaram for further studies at the district headquarters in Ramanathapuram. Kalam's parents loved him, but they did not want to force their decisions on him, so they gave him permission for further studies. So class, these were few incidents of Abdul Kalam's childhood which he mentioned in his autobiography Wings of Fire. Read the chapter thoroughly and answer all the questions by your own. Till then, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you.